Hi, I'm Maddie, and these are all the sewing projects I want to get done in the next 10 days before we go away. I'm going away for a few months in 10 days time, and this is the pile of everything that I want to make. Yes, it's very unrealistic. Let's talk through it. I'm going to categorize it from what I'm going to prioritize and then everything else that I can maybe squeeze in if my delusional diaries come to life. I had a big planning day yesterday and I sorted things into kind of like groups of how I'm going to approach it and also the priority. This pile is my I need to get this done because I will not be happy with myself otherwise. So let's start here. I need this microphone to stand on its own. Thank you so much, sir. This is my watering can mic. The whole goal with this is all fabric and pieces that I've just already got laying around. I really want to utilize what I've already got. I do not need to go out and buy more fabric or more pieces to upcycle. Having the deadline of a trip is always how I get through good chunks of my pile. So I'm very excited to finally be able to wear these pieces that have been sitting in my to-do pile far too long. Let's jump into this, and as we get through, I'll also talk through where we're traveling and all the goals and timelines and whatnot. This is a beautiful mustard towel, as you can see. I think a family member gave it to me. I adore the color and the texture. I am torn on the final outcome. Either I'm thinking a top, keep it super easy, just cut neck hole, cut armhole, and then do some little side tie together piece. That could be really fun as coming or going to the beach, or even just some other little city scenes. Such a beautiful color. But then I also love the idea of having a really beautiful patterned bottom piece and then pairing that with a simpler top, because as we get through the line, you're going to find out that there's some fun top details coming into play. Imagine making that the bottom of a skirt. That's one of my things I need to figure out, but either way, it's going to be a top or a skirt and a very simple production. I'm going to try and put things back away neat for future Maddie. The next category ties in these three fabrics. I've got this beautiful green corduroy. They're actually a pair of pants. You know when you thrift something and then the more you wear it, you then discover probably why it was donated? I feel like that's these pants for me. The way the zip fits, don't love. There's a few stains on it that just don't look great. And I'm like, I don't really feel like redonating it because someone else is going to then discover that. So now I'm going to turn it into something else. Same with this. That's an old skirt. This was some thrifted kind of suede brown. I really want to make a statement handbag. I actually have already got a pattern that I traced around. I'll find a link for it. There was a lady who popped up on my TikTok and she made a free bag pattern. I think one of them I'm going to make simple, which I think might be good for the cord out of that. And then I've got another bag idea which I want to make a really fun handle out of, and that might go better with a simpler material. I've also got some eyelets. Just love eyelet details in a bag. Imagine this beautiful gold with this brown. We're seeing the vision. Again, I'll probably prioritize one bag and then see if I get to the other ones. That's the bag pile. Look how organized I am. I've got sketches and everything for all these ideas that have been sitting in piles for far too long. This little collection is my button-up upcycle pile. I've been gathering them over the years. I've had many visions for them, and I feel like this is definitely the trip that they're going to thrive on. I think they're all kind of a similar style, but just a few tweaks between them. I've got this beautiful patterned blue top. I would love to remove the sleeves and the neckline and focus on the little button-up detail. Add a gathered neckline and a gathered waist area, plus this little anglaise detail just to give it that little feminine touch to a bit more of a masculine print. And then if I do crop it and have a little bit left, it could become a set, which would be so freaking cute. You might know this from a previous video where I cut it in half and added a little anglaise panel feature. Didn't get to the length of a dress, and it is too mini to wear as a dress, but then it's also a weird length to wear as a top. I'm going to cut a bit of a straight line, again integrate another anglaise strip, but to create the top area and some sleeves, and that means it can sit lower and the bottom will stay all the same, but just the top area will open up and become a bit more of a summery dress. These ones I'm excited about, but I don't know if they're for this trip, but then again it could be really cute. Pretty much a similar process where I want to cut it in half, add this crocheted lacy whatever feature panel in the middle and maybe down the bottom, and then cut the neck hole wide and then you cinch it in. It's just got this beautiful gathered detail to it. We'll see how we go. If those have hit the spot, I feel like they could really fill the gap that I want. These could be fun for when we come back and we enter Australian summer. I just feel like thrifted button-ups can come with really fun patterns and prints that I can't find in material just brand new. So I always go to that area to look for pieces to upcycle. That is my button-up pile. If I was to make one thing, this is going to be my hero and my priority for this trip. The vision is vintage grandma tablecloth transformed into a beautiful, whimsical, flowy, I'm thinking set. I've been pinning and saving so many styles like this, and then the other week, maybe even the other day actually, the most perfect tablecloth popped up on Facebook Marketplace. I dropped everything and ran to go pick it up. I know I said I wasn't doing anything new, but it's still secondhand. She is actual perfection. The amount of sets and dresses I've saved that have this beautiful checkered, lacy crochet detail and then also the embroidered cotton area is just filled up so many of my Pinterest boards, and then I found it. It's actually so beautiful. I'm still refining the exact detail of what I want to make it into, but definitely there's going to be a skirt element. And I think to give it more length, I'll probably I've got some extra lacy crocheted panels that I can add onto the waistband to just give it that extra bit of length. Probably will add a little bit of lining, which I've got some off-cut pieces, so I can actually wear it around a civilized area and not just the beach with my bikini under it. So yeah, skirt for the bottom, maybe just a simple straight cropped top so it can be a bit of a set together. But I've also got this other tablecloth which has many stains on it. I've had it in my pile to cut around and turn into a top. I really want to make a halter neck style out of this, and it's a pretty similar design to this material where I think I could interchange the top to go with the skirt. So if I have the hero skirt from this and then also like a straight cut top from that same material and then this halter neck top, I'm gonna have this set that I can just rotate and wear as I like. And that's the thought, like I could make this into one dress, but traveling wise I think just having a set opens up for so many fun ways to style it with different items that I'm gonna have, whether I want to go a bit more bolder with patterns or like oversized tops and dress it down a little bit, or dress it up with some heels and little matching tops. Just gets me so excited. Maybe even make the midi length skirt and then just see how much material is left over, and that can help me determine the type of top I'm going to make. Sometimes you got to work backwards on what you want. A small tablecloth, I think it was like 1.3 by 1.3 meters, which is not a lot for a garment. We shall see. Okay, the last from the priority pile, I have this beautiful brown linen dress, and I just have a really strong hate for dresses that finish like kind of mid-calf. I used to love it, but lately just have not been vibing with it, and that's what this dress does. So I think I'm gonna cut it in half and again turn it into a set so it allows me to wear it together, but then also style it differently. So I'm pretty much gonna leave the top as is, chop it so it's probably like waist length, so again I can style it with all the other pieces I'm going to be taking, and then use the bottom half to make a little mini skirt. It's going to be hot in summer. I haven't really talked about where we're going. We're going to New York, Lisbon, pretty much all of Italy. We're spending a whole month zipping around there, south of France and the Greek islands. It's the tail end of summer. It's still very hot, and I definitely want to take pieces that I can style up for those city moments and those more inner regions, but then we are also just going to be by the beach or island hopping or by a pool, and it's going to be very hot and humid, and I want to have the ability to lean into all those different areas. And I think sets are just going to be the hero for this type of trip. I could even play around with like an asymmetrical detail on the top, and then I need to figure out whether I'm going to make the skirt elastic waisted or nice and A-line fitted and add a zip in. Kind of leaning towards the second one. That's the priority pile all done. That's like doable, right? We can do that. Let's get to the dream extras. This pile. Okay, let's start in the section of like existing garments that just need a little update. I'm just, like I mentioned, loving a good print at the moment, especially some pants that I can then pair with like the cute halter neck and the plain top of the lacy tablecloths. Imagine this with that cute little halter neck style lacy top. Look, I'm going to interchange between lacy, crochet and embroidery on glaze. You get the vibe. I have worn these plenty of times. I just find that they are a little bit too oversized for me. It's not pulling together the look that I want. I actually previously took it in at the front center to create a bit of a feature seam down the center of the front panels, and I'm just going to increase that, and I think I'm going to do it as a French seam so that it creates a cleaner finish, and I've got quite a bit that I can take in. That's going to work out nice and easy, and then I might even play around with taking it up a little bit. Take it in, see how it fits, and then if I want, then I'll take it up. Every year I promise Darcy that I'm going to make him a pair of pajama pants. This year I did make it, but then he tried it on and they didn't fit. Turns out Darcy's marathon training means he's not as wide as I thought he was. So I pretty much need to do the same thing to this, where the side seams, I'm going to take it in a French seam style and then do like a flat belt seam, I think it's called, so it doesn't bulge out too much. Yeah, so that's easy. He loved the length, he loved every other detail. It was just falling off when he wore them. And hey, I actually have a bit of extra material, so like, do I make us matching pair of pants? Technically, this is like every trip we do this year we're claiming is our honeymoon, so wouldn't it be kind of cute that on our honeymoon we're wearing matching pajama pants? Would be a vibe. There's some things in here that really aren't a priority for this trip. Oh yeah, these. Pretty much everywhere we go, but especially when we're in the Alps, I can just see me wearing these like baggy cargo, we're calling these courts. We're starting a new thing. I cut them so they're like just below my knees, and all I need to do is just hem it. So easy. And I feel like this would be so fun. You know, like we're leaning a little bit into the Gorpcore world. Like this with like a little bandana, a little like singlet, some like chunky hiking shoes. Actually, I think I'm going to put these in the priority pile. They're easy and I actually really want them. There's just so many cute things. Wait, I think I want this in the priority pile as well. This is a hand-me-down top that I got, and I want to just literally cut it at that section, add a little elastic section, maybe with a little lacy detail to it, so it gathers up and it's just a little beach throw over, and I can wear it with that other set that I'm making. So the plain straight top, the halter neck top can easily go with this little mini skirt. You know, we're creating an ecosystem of things that go together. You know, multiple pieces can make like 10 different outfits. That's the goal when I travel. This is actually a me-made top. Every time I wear this, I end up tucking the ruffled section under. So I think I'm at the point where I'm like, let's stop tucking and let's actually just cut it off and create a nice clean bottom hemline there. And then it will go with not the crazy plovers. Again, that's just a simple chop. Hem, whether I keep it flowy or add elastic, we need to think about that. That's just been annoying me. I haven't worn it. It's such a cute piece. And then if I really wanted to double down and make a set out of that, I've got some extra black linen. You know, you've just spent all day at the beach, you go home, you have your shower, you do a little light bit of makeup. You kind of don't need to put much makeup on because you've just got this beautiful beachy glow, and then you just put an all black set on. That's the dream. I present to you a very dainty, cute nightgown. Goes down pretty much almost to my ankles. I think the whole theme of this trip is making sets. So what I want to do is crop this around, I don't want it too short, almost like the waist area. And then there'll be heaps of length down the bottom. And I'm going to turn that into a gathered waist short, maybe with a little ruffled bottom. And then it's a beautiful bedtime set. I'm having my little espresso on my little villa, looking out over the countryside of Italy. Got my little two-piece set on. I have a strong vision for this trip and it's coming together. That needs to go in the priority list as well. These though, like this, as like little mini dresses, I have to. Like, but then even that as some pants. And if I just kept it nice and lightweight and cotton, it'd be like pants for when it's going into the nighttime or like when you're lingering around. My vision is these ones, mini dress, this, maybe a pair of pants. I made a dress for my engagement. I was so sick the week leading up to it, and I unfortunately didn't film the process just because I was not in a good state. Much regrets about it because it's a dress that I absolutely adore. I kind of want to recreate it for this trip, but in a much more colourful material. The dress that I made for my engagement was actually upcycled as well, and this would be upcycled. So the length of this, perfect. The gathered look, a dream. The idea behind my engagement dress was I gathered in the neckline like that. It's almost like a collar, but it was also the way that it tied up and held it all together. So if I just kind of chop a few sections off this, create a bit of a long cord, it's a really fun dress up, dressy, and then it's also a cute little tie to our engagement wedding process, and this is now our honeymoon. Whether I use this piece and this fabric, or you might remember this fabric is my mock oh my god, that would actually be really cute. This was my mock wedding dress. The only thing is that it's very see-through, but then I'm like, would that not be so cute? Could that be a top version and that be a dress version? Anyway, imagine this. This to me is like, just, I don't know, I could see me on a dance floor with this. Okay, this is a beautiful thrifted dress. Again, I tried to wear it and then discovered probably why it was donated, just like the length and some fit details of it weren't it, but the fabric, so cute. I've been seeing these beautiful style dresses pop up all over my feed. Example, they're very much this type of material, and I feel like it could be very easy to remake. It's got a gathered neckline, bit of a gathered sleeve, super flowy, perfect to just throw on dresses for those in-between moments, from beach club to happy hour to the beach to little walk-arounds. I reckon that would be adorable. Everything else in here isn't really calling me right now, so then I'm like, don't know if I'll get to them. But that's the vision. I'm thinking like really fun patterns with like beautiful lacy crocheted embroidery on glaze details, some sheerness, some fun textures, trying to use up what I already have minus the one thing that I got this week, but it's still secondhand. Yeah, I'm just really excited to bring this all to life and not have it sitting in a to-do list. I'm sick of this stuff just not living its best life. I'm also so excited for this trip. We're going to be vlogging all the stages of this trip, so I'm so excited to see what we get up to, and then I can share it with you guys. I'm going to be filming making all these pieces, so keep an eye out for the tutorials to go with all of these creations, and then also keep an eye out throughout our travels of me wearing them and styling them. Yay! This is a trip that we have been scheming and dreaming genuinely, I would say, for my whole life, but particularly the past 2 years, we've non-stop talked about it, and now for it to be something that we've actually booked and it's happening, I actually cried the other night. Actually, I've cried multiple times. It's truly a dream come true. And yeah, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this little roundup of what I'm planning to make, and hopefully you'll stick around and find out how it all goes. I'll see you guys in the upcoming videos. Bye!